Hello Taurus, and welcome to my channel Attila Tarot. In this video we're going to take a look at what kind of energies you can expect in the month of January in the areas of love and relationships. As usual, this is a general reading, so please take whatever resonates and leave the rest behind. First and foremost, I want to wish everyone a very happy new year, but let's see what we have here for you. From the Animal Spirit Oracle card, you have number 24, Electric Eel Spirit, bring your ideas to life. So this is kind of like one of those feelings when you just have a moment of epiphany out of the blue and something is coming into your life. It might be that you have some idea, or I kind of feel that you're kind of shocked by something, like a shock wave. Maybe a feeling is coming into you. So make sure that you are acting on these ideas and you're not just kind of letting them go away. But let's see what the tarot is telling us. Even if you have feelings, act on those feelings. In the center of your reading, you do have the Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords, it is a court card, so it can be a person, your energy, or just the general energy of the card. If it's a person, it's somebody who's ready for action, ready for activity, ready to go against the wind. He is very outspoken and he is speaks whatever is on his mind, and also very action orientated. Generally can be also it can also mean that things are speeding up in your life. On a love end, definitely can be somebody stepping into your life when they kind of and you're just overwhelmed with feelings, and I kind of getting that even with the electric eel as well. So somebody might be sweeping you off of your feet, or it can bring some kind of a big change, because the Knight of Swords brings a big change, something that you've been wanting, something that you've been wishing for. Again, it can be a new relationship, it can be getting engaged, getting married, getting children, whatever you've been wishing for. But also, if the relationship is not going well, the Knight of Swords can indicate that the other party might be thinking about leaving the relationship. But let's see what are the other cards here. The first card of your reading is the Two of Swords, which is an indication of indecision or not seeing things clearly. Whenever it comes up, you've been kind of hesitating to make a decision or choose between two things. Some of you need to make a decision about the relationship, some of you need to make a decision whether you want to stay single, or some of you need to choose whether you want to choose between two people as well. What's really tricky and challenging with the Two of Swords, that you just kind of hesitant of making this decision, although deep down you know what is the right choice. You need to listen to your inner voice, your inner guidance, because that's going to help you to make the right decision. But also there might be a third option. It can be also a sign of a conflict that you might be going through, where you are taking a neutral position, or you might be in between two people where there's a conflict and you just kind of don't want to you want to be neutral as well. But let's see the next card. The next card we have here for you is the Ten of Swords, which is an indication of an ending of a cycle and the beginning of a new one, but this is a painful one. Can be that this hesitation is ending and you're kind of making that decision. It might be a painful decision. This can be connected to an end of a relationship. It is reflected in the past. It can be any kind of feelings when you're kind of feeling very down, depressed. You're kind of feeling hurt as well, because you kind of feel that somebody stabbed you in the back. But with this card, a new dawn is beginning. Something new is coming to your life, and it is also a blessing for you that's going to be able to see it later. And the next card we have here for you is the Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles is the card of stability, and also when you're kind of not letting go of something. This can be a card of a control, when somebody is very jealous, somebody is trying to keep somebody on a very short leash. Can be connected to secrets as well, but also can be a sign that you are just not letting go of something. Maybe there's something from the past that's still hurting you, that makes you indecisive even to this day. So very important to let go of those fears, let go of all of those negative feelings and emotions that are holding you back. The next card we have here for you is the Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles, it is a court card, so can be a person, your energy, or just the general energy of the card. This Queen is very loving, very caring, very reliable, kind of like a homebody who creates this beautiful home for herself and for her family as well. So it can be a sign of somebody who's a Capricorn, or somebody who is there for you on the long run. It can be an indication of a long-term relationship that's coming into your life, that's very reliable and there for you for the long run. Or you might be already in a relationship like this. Now the next spot, we have two cards. One of them is the Eight of Swords, which is a card when you're not seeing things clearly. You have here two cards that are indicating that some of you are not seeing something or doesn't want to see something. But it can be also that you are overthinking something, and therefore you're seeing that there's no way out of a situation, or you're kind of not seeing things as they are. But I kind of love this one for you because you have here the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords, it's a court card, so again, can be a person, your energy, or the general energy of the card. But the Queen of Swords, before we get into the nitty-gritty of the Queen of Swords, brings clarity. Kind of cuts the bullshit out of your life and brings you the clarity that you need. And I think you're going to be able to see things clearly for the first time. But if it's reflected in your life as a person, it can be somebody who is going to kind of rip the band-aid off of something, because she's going to tell you as it is without any kind of sugarcoating, and she's going to be very real to you. Again, she went through a lot of challenges, a lot of difficulties. Some of you might be guarding yourself from that, especially with this combination of this Four of Pentacles, when you just don't want to let it go. So make sure that when you think back to those experiences, you learn from them, and just that's gonna make you smarter, because the Queen of Swords learned a lot from those experiences, and she became stronger and more resilient. But let's see what's going to be the final outcome of this reading. But before that, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. That's an indication that the reading helped you, and you can also help me to grow this channel to make sure that the message gets out to those who need it the most. For you, it is only costing a push of a button, so I hope that you already push those like and subscribe buttons. Only a very few % of people end up subscribing, so I hope you're gonna be one of them. And I'm always very excited to read in a comment how this reading is resonating with you, where are you tuning in from, and definitely put it in the comments that I let go of all the negativities of the past. The next card we have here for you is the Eight of Pentacles, which is a card of working hard and diligently on something. Some of you might be looking for a relationship and you're going through some repetitive cycles. Some of you are working to improve an existing relationship and you're putting a lot of efforts into it. With the Eight of Pentacles, there's some repetitiveness in it. So maybe there's some cycles that you've been kind of repeating. You're kind of going over and over again. And maybe that's why you're kind of trying to protect yourself. So what's really important here to work on it, right? Work on yourself. Because what's really great with the Eight of Pentacles, that you're able to achieve whatever you're working towards. So it's worth keeping in the efforts. The next card we have here for you is the Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles can be a younger person or a child as well. So maybe there's a child in the picture. It might be that you have two people here that are represented by the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles, that they have this relationship with each other. But also can be the Page of Pentacles brings you some kind of an opportunity for a relationship, some kind of a news that you might want to hold on to with both hands, because it has a chance on the long run. It can also show you some cracks in an existing relationship. These are not serious things, but you need to pay attention to it, because if you're not, it can kind of go into something bigger. And you also have the Empress, which is a beautiful card of love, caring, creativity, and nurturing. Generally, it indicates abundance of love, abundance of feelings, when you're kind of in a happy place. It shows something that comes into your life. You're kind of giving birth to it, that brings you long-term happiness, long-term stability. This can be a new relationship, or a new marriage, or a new chapter in an existing relationship that brings you happiness, joy, and abundance of love. But also can be an indication of a birth of a child, if that's how it's manifesting in your life. Now at the bottom of the deck, we do have the Seven of Wands, which is a card that says that you are protected. It is a card that where you need to kind of stand up for yourself. Stand up for whatever you believe, protect your opinion, protect your decision, and protect whatever you achieved. This can be that, you're just being questioned by people around you, family, friends, and then you need to stand up for yourself about the choices you made. It can be that people are trying to attack you, in a sense that maybe somebody's trying to seduce you or your partner. What's really great in the Seven of Wands, that you're the one who's in winning position. You can see these coming and you're able to battle them accordingly. So that's all I have for you. I hope that this reading helped you, and I'll be able to welcome you again.